channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise and this is my haul channel. I do have a second channel that's everything except the hauls, just so you're aware. If you want to pop along and take a look, there's a link down below that will take you straight to the channel, or you can go, I don't know if you can get there because it is a new channel. Little Blue One Day at a Time is what it's called. Hopefully it'll get you there. That will be everything else that happens in my life. This is where all the hauls go. So you'll get a haul every week at 5 o'clock, and then if I do pop into any other shops or anything, it'll be here as well. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a like and a comment. I do like reading your comments. Subscribe down below if you enjoy hauls. Have a look at the other channel if you want to subscribe there. That'll be great. Weekly haul is like my weekly top-up shop. You know, I do have the food in the house already, so it's just a top-up to make meals on top of what I've already got. I work on a £60 budget. It's mainly for me and my son, my adult son I should say, just so you know. Right, so £60 is a budget. I spent £56.18 this week. I'm going to try and remember everything without the receipt. I'm not going to remember all of it. I'm going to give you all the prices as I go along, so I always like to mention, because I know there are people that have actually added it up as they go along. So you will not get the same total as what I give you, because one, there was a multi-buy deal on one of the items, the mug shots. There was a multi-buy deal, but I will mention that as I get onto it. And the other one is I do donate 3 items to the food bank every week. I don't have that here because, as I've always said, because I've done it before, if I bring it home, I'll put it on the side meaning to take it, and it will sit there for weeks because I'll just keep forgetting. So I just put it straight in the food bank before I leave because they have a basket in the store. This week I donated a packet of toothbrushes, toothpaste and a packet of noodles. Very random things. There is no reason for whatever I donate. It's just whatever's there and what takes my fancy that week. The store's still a bit of a mess. They still haven't sorted these sections out. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of empty shelves going on. I did have a really good look at everything. I understand why they're doing it. They do it to make you, you know, try and purchase more things. But I'm quite strict with what I'm gonna spend out on, and if I think I'm gonna use it. So I don't think they're gonna get me. Possibly will, but no, nothing big, nothing major. I have a couple of food ideas. I'll give you those. Don't always end up making the items. Just because I've got them doesn't mean they're going to get made, but then they'll just sit in the cupboard until I do decide to do it. Got a couple of bargains, and I think that's everything. Yeah, my brain clearly isn't working as good as it usually is, because as you know, I do chat a lot and I'm only 3 minutes in. That's like a world record for me, I think. So we're just getting with the whole then. Right, I have my receipt because I'm not good at this bit. All the prices change so regularly. Didn't need much salad this week actually, because we've just eaten slightly differently. Not so great, but not terrible. So I didn't need to get a lot of the salad stuff that you would always see here. Did get the spinach though. I haven't had spinach for a while. I do find, because I eat it raw, trying to keep it not going wet, even with the tissue and cleaning it and drying it and everything, it's still really hard thing to keep for very long. But I don't like it wilted, so I do eat it fresh, so it, you know, it lasts me a lot longer. That's actually £1 for that one. I picked up the slightly more expensive peppers this week because they're just bigger and they're better colours. I don't like the green ones, just not a fan. I don't eat peppers that much, it's more Corey than me. But the coloured ones are better, and they're quite big ones as well. £1.65 for that. I think it's like £1.35 for the other packs. There's not a lot in it. If you looked at the sizes of the other ones, plus there's always a green in the other packet, it was well worth paying the extra 30p, I think, with that one. I wanted some fruit. I knew I wanted oranges. £1.50 for this packet actually wasn't that bad. If you know, if I'd shown you. The selection of oranges wasn't that great for the prices as well. Wasn't that great at all. This was the best one, and I think that's actually pretty decent for £1.50. Corey, I don't think is going to eat them, so they should be good for me. I picked up potatoes, not for any particular reason. It's just, it's better to have them than not have them, and we get through them. So I paid £1.25 for this pack. It's 2.5 kilograms. You know, they're actually not that bad this week. The potatoes have been not good for a while, so I don't know if it's potato season or not, because I don't know the seasons for different fruits and vegetables. Got cabbages, a white one and a red one. Now Corey's into salads, as I've mentioned. We're eating a lot more salads and stuff, and he remembers when he buys a takeaway, if you know they put salad, they have raw cabbage, and he's always enjoyed it. And I was thinking possibly like making a coleslaw type thing. I've still got some carrots left. I did get the smallest ones they have. This was lucky because the price, it just said £1 for them, so I thought they're all £1. But when I looked closely, they're individually priced by the weight, obviously, which was really good because I only wanted little ones. I don't know if this is something we will do often or not. You know, it's trial and error. And I've got my new gadget as well now, so exciting stuff. So I picked up the white one for 56p, and which was the smallest again, and the smallest red I could find was 60p, which is not too bad. Yeah. There was also, I don't know if you've seen it, you can do, they call it like a cabbage steak, where you cut a big chunk and then you spice it and fry it. Or oven it. I don't know, I might try that as well because I do like cabbage. I don't get it that often. Apples was for me again. I've missed having apples. I do like slicing these up, putting them in a container and just snacking on them. And these were 95p. I went for the cheapest ones because I'm the only one again who eats them, and I like these ones. So 70p for the mushrooms. Thinking possibly like a bolognese type thing. I haven't had a bolognese for the longest time, so it'll either be that or breakfasts. And I picked up some grapes. These are £1.49, but you know, they do the £1.30 packets, but I wasn't paying attention to the grapes before. I mentioned it last week. This is actually the cheapest one weight wise. There's more in that. It looked about the same, that's why I've never really paid attention. I thought the packages was the same, but when I looked into it closer, there's actually more weight in this. I can't remember what the other one is. Again, I just clean them, take them off the vine. Is it? Vine is tomatoes. The stalk, whatever you call it, put it in a pot and just snack on it. Again, it's way better than having chocolate. So yeah, quite enjoying doing that. Now this is, I remember saying this before, why would you waste your calories on a full fat dressing? But I've noticed I'm actually, because when I start doing calorie counting, I go so low calorie, I struggle to actually eat my calories properly and then end up just not in a very good situation. So I am going to start using this to add calories to my food because I'm going too low on things. But also Scott bought me this to try it a while back, and it is so good. It's the Chipotle Ranch, that is the way, I'm sure that's the way you say it, Chipotle Ranch, and it's normally £2, but it was £1.50. So even if I wasn't planning on using it right now, but it's there for when I do want it, and I'm saving 50p by doing it that way. And this one was a big saving as well. Now I've never actually tried coconut milk, but I've seen a slow cooker recipe. It's a chicken curry, and it said coconut milk. Now I did look because it said to use the light coconut milk, and the only one I could find was the brand Blue Dragon or something Dragon. I think it's Blue Dragon, at £1.75. And then I went around the corner and there's the whole ethnic section, and yeah, I saw this and I just thought, you know, it doesn't say it's light or anything, but I just checked out the calories and stuff, and it's actually even less than the other one. The other one was £1.75 and this was £1. So it's well worth having a look. And don't always assume if something says diet that it's actually better calories than anything else, or fat content, whatever the macros are that you're going with. It's definitely worth looking at other brands, because the other one said light, so you would assume that it was going to be better than this, but it wasn't. So that was exciting because I saved 75p by doing that. And like I said, I've never tried coconut milk before, so I don't know if I'm going to like it or not yet. I got the Laughing Cow cheese triangles. I'd forgotten to buy cheese triangles last week, and I do miss not having them. And this worked out slightly better than the Dairy. Wasn't on a deal. Got to find it on the list. £2.95 for 16 of them, but I think they must be slightly larger triangles because the total weight was more. So this was actually the better deal. Steaks, bought Corey steaks. Didn't get the one I wanted to get. They haven't had that one for a while. The one I bought before was the one with the barbecue seasoning, and it was a really good price. It was like $5.50 for 400 and something grams. But they haven't had it, and Corey did want steak, so I picked this one up. It's £4.50 for one, and it's 340 grams, or you can get two for £8. So, you know, hopefully you won't eat two in 1 week, and I'll be saving £1. If, you know, depends. It doesn't always work out that well when you get extras. Sometimes people just eat extra and then it's not a saving, so hopefully we'll be okay with that one. I got a tin of tuna chunks just to go in the cupboard. I've got a good stock and I want to keep my stock up. 65p. This is the cheapest one. I've mentioned it before a number of times and I will mention it again for anybody who's new here. Once have I ever had a bone, never had scales, and I've been eating this brand for years, like before it was even changed to the yellow wrapper. So yeah, highly recommend that one. Picked up a salsa. I just used the one that was in the cupboard and don't have a backup, and I still don't have a backup. So I think I might have to buy another one next week. They're £1 now. They were 85p. Ugh. Turmeric, 80p for this, and that is for the curry, but also I'm possibly going to make some ginger shots. I'm not sure yet. Like this, and yeah, I don't know if you've seen them, but they like, it's got ginger and turmeric and lemon, and it's really, really good for you. Like, shot it, literally put it in a shot glass type thing and drink it down. It's going to be really, really strong, but it's supposed to be really, really good for your immune system, and I am a big fan of turmeric anyway. I literally don't think I would be able to work if I didn't take turmeric. I take high levels of turmeric every day just to get me through. So I am a fan of this stuff anyway. Incorporating it in cooking just sounds good. But yeah, I might try the shots. If I do, I will show you and it'll be on the other channel. But that won't be something anytime like in the next day or two. So don't be looking for it the next day or two. 2 bottles of the Coke Zero for Corey. This is the cherry one. Really, really good. I thoroughly enjoy it as well. I just had so much of it, I'm done with that flavour for now. These are 65p. I've got the Orange Crush, which again, I'm going to now drink this one until I'm sick of it again, because that's what I do. And that one's 80p. Noodles. Now, I actually got the Sharwoods rather than the Asda because these were £1 off. So they were £1.50 instead of £2.50, which actually ended up weight-wise working out cheaper than buying the Asda brand. And this would be for the chicken curry if I do make it. I got some eggs just because, no particular reason, they're getting used. So I just picked them up, £1.50. I got the 5 mug shots for Corey again. He's thoroughly enjoying these. He puts it with his meal in the evening to top his calories up, and he's a pasta fan anyway. The mac and cheese, he's tried this one, he's a huge fan. Original curry, not tried this one yet, so we'll have to let you know. Tomato and herb, he absolutely loves this. I think he said this one is his absolute favourite out of all of them. Roast chicken, he's had that one, really likes it. Sweet and sour, don't know because he had it last night and didn't tell me, so I hope he liked it. Now, he did get the Thai one and I tried it as well. It was very strange. It was really creamy, which I didn't think it was supposed to be, and it didn't look anything. It should have looked like these type noodles. It was not very good, so we were not fans. Just in case you're going to try any, this is just in our opinion, obviously, and these are 79p each, or you can get 5 for £3. Now, this was just one of those, like I said, I was just looking everywhere. You know, sometimes you just really fancy a pudding, a bit of cake, something like that. I don't want to have to always have it in. So it's nice. This is just the powder. You add milk to it and shove it in the microwave. They're usually really expensive, but they're down to 45p and 40p at the moment. So these are the only two they had, which was the rich chocolate and the sticky toffee. And they're good till August next year. So they will just sit in there for that one occasion when you're sitting in the evening and you've got a craving for something like that. Then the option's there for it. I just thought this was just a really nice thing just to sit in the cupboard for that just when you need it type situation, you know. As you can tell, you know, I haven't got to the end yet, but we're not buying chocolate as much as we used to. But it doesn't mean you don't want that sweet fix. And I was really excited. In fact, if they've got them still next week at that price, I'll probably buy a couple more for that reason. Oh, losing the noodles. Strawberry jelly. I found a jelly in the cupboard this week. I didn't realise I've got another one in there as well. These are 45p and they're really, really low in calories, and I haven't had them for ages. So I made some up and had some with a bit of Greek yogurt and fruit, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I just thought I'd pick another one up so I can make some jellies and have a... See, sweet treats don't always have to be chocolate and cake. It's just nice to have that option there. Yeah, Corey doesn't like jelly, apparently. I didn't know, so even more for me. I got the white pitters. These are 50p. It's just the bread selection that I've been getting, and they've been working, so I'm sticking with it. 50p is a good price for that, and it makes a change from sandwiches, even though I did start craving, so I have this week. £3.35 for the crisps still. Prawn cocktail, cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, ready salt with 6 of each. Starting to get bored with them, I have to say. We do have them every single week. Might have to look into something different, but just, it's the price. 24 bags for £3.35. You just can't get that price anywhere. I don't know, I might have to just bite the bullet and pay a little bit more for something different. 95p for bagels. Again, this just works. These sit in the freezer and you can just take one out as you want them. Yeah, they're staples. I just like to have them in now. Now I bought the extra special meringue nests. Now meringue nests were actually on my list, and normally I'd get the normal ones, which are £1.60, but they've had some money off this. I think it was 50p off. So these are £1.40, so saving 20p. There was 8 of them and stats were pretty much the same. So I don't know what's going to be any more extra special about a meringue nest, but I'm intrigued to find out. But again, these are very low and they work really good as desserts with some fruit and some yogurt. Actually, should have got some yogurt. Forgot. I'm gonna have to put it on my list before I forget. Yeah, so if you've like, this isn't something you think of that often either. I forget they're in the cupboard a lot, but because I can see through the packet, maybe it'll remind me. Okay, chicken, haven't bought for a while. Corey's, we're sort of slipping a little bit back into a few items we used to eat because I guess we miss them a little bit, but we're not going to go nuts on it. Now I did get, you know, this was the one that I would normally get before. This brand is Asda's black packet. It was always the chicken strips. Everything's changed because it's been so long. This worked out the best one. So this was the chicken bites. That's £4.75 for a kilogram. They didn't have the 1.275, I believe it was. See, I said it so often in the past. For £5, they didn't have that one in there. But there was one that said chicken strips. There just wasn't. It didn't have a weight on it, but it was £6.50. So I'm assuming it's that one. So now this is the best price to get. But it's just one of them to sit in the fridge, you know, freezer. Like I said, we're not really eating the same. So this won't get eaten as quickly. I got an Old Faithful pizza that used to have stuffed crust, barbecue chicken and bacon. This is a really, really nice one if you've never tried it. Forgotten the price. It's £2.60. Oh, okay, so that's actually the same as it was before. So this one hasn't gone up in price since I last bought it, because it's been a while since I bought this one. But it's 572 calories for half of that. So, you know, he gets like 2,000 calories, a little bit more than 2,000 calories, and he only eats once a day. So if you wanted a whole pizza, he could eat the whole pizza. It's not something he does that often, but sometimes it's just nice. You know, just because you're calorie counting and you're trying to lose a little bit of weight doesn't mean you've got to eat rubbish food that doesn't taste good. You can do this every now and again and it still works. Like I said, I did fancy some bread. I haven't had bread for a long time for me. I mean, for me, I would have it at least twice a day. And I saw this one, Kingsmill Bloomer with sourdough. It just sounds nice and it's got a nice feel to it. £1.40, but you know, hopefully, I feel like this is just going to be it, and then it's going to be out of my system and we'll be back onto normal things again. You know, again, as long as I calorie count, it's fine. Not a big deal. And I found these. I was quite excited, I have to say. Oh, it's stuck on there. That shouldn't have happened. I'll have to be careful with that. They're glass. Oh, there you go. Glass. It's just a suction lid. And they're down to £1. I wasn't planning on buying anything like this, but they're down to £1. That was literally it. And I thought that would be perfect for making those salads that you put in the pot. You know, I do like salads, but sometimes you just can't be bothered, especially when you've had a hard day at work. You want, you know, I've started to slip into that little bit of just coming in and, you know, making a bagel or a wrap when I'm not necessarily wanting it. If I have this, I can prep salads with some chicken and stuff and a nice dressing, like maybe make some homemade dressings. I was quite excited about that. So I bought 4 of them because I was thinking maybe Corey would want that as well. Possibly, we'll see. And this was £1 as well. Random. I go through weird phases. I have a Hydramate bottle, which is literally a bottle with a straw type thing on it, and I always drink from it, but sometimes I want to drink from a bottle. Don't ask me why. I don't think this is plastic. I don't think this is glass. No, it's not. It's plastic. But it's £1. And, you know, it's always nice just to have... I don't have extra bottles in the cupboard. And sometimes Corey will just pop out with his friends and he'll just say, oh, you know, we got a bottle I can you know, take a drink out in, and then you've got to find some random bottle in the house, which we don't really buy those type of things. So for £1, I thought that was quite a good buy. I might actually get another one of those, you know, thinking about it. So that was it. That was this week's haul. I actually think that was pretty good. 56.18, but if you think that £5 of that was just the containers, so technically that shouldn't come off the grocery haul, even though it has to come out my grocery haul money because we are budgeting. Yeah, so that would have been 51.18, wouldn't it? So that, I don't think that's bad at all. Plus, yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. A couple of bargains, like saving a little bit of money. Yeah. I'm actually out of words. I don't know what else to say. This is so strange for me. I don't... Hey, why force it? I can't think of anything to say. I hope you enjoyed the haul. It's just one of those days, I guess. I don't have those days on YouTube. Like, the camera comes on and I can't shut up, and now I've got nothing to say. So I hope you have... I'm actually hauled, just so you know, I am hauling this Thursday. Finally getting it in. Yeah, so this is going to be hauled Thursday. Yeah. Don't know why I said that, but I did. Just so you know, I guess. So if you're watching this on Saturday, I hope you had a lovely Saturday. I am sending out good vibes, as I always do. I hope you're catching them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.